Inspector summary video in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We have a fairly new constructed fire escape. We have sold the new hardware that we're looking for. It's no longer square heads. The problem with this fire escape is that it's all welded. All the connections, all major connections, all major structural connections are welded. As you can see, everything here needs to, and on this area right here, the railing is not connected to the building in any way. This needs to be connected to the building. Every connection, every major connection, that's a major connection right there. Needs to be backed up by bolts and nuts. Same way here. And all the major connections. Over here we have two brackets that come out of the building, but we cannot really verify these connections to the building. We either have to x-ray, do some or we can sister a true bolt on both sides in order to certify this fire escape. At this point we cannot load test this fire escape because we're not there's no assurance from that connection. Then in the bottom we have the bottom legs of that bracket. We have lag screws that some of them don't look like they're all the way through. As you can see, all these connections are welded. They need to be married by gussets and bolts. Same here with the top of the stringer. Looks nice, you know, but all this is weld, and not. This needs to be married up with, I believe, it should be thicker piece right here as well, and married to a gusset, a plate with a bolt. Same here. As you can see, the fabrication is fairly new. It has the right hardware, but they did not care to seal in any way, and all these nuts and bolts are rusted. On the threads we can see the water is already penetrating and start doing some damage. This needs to be opened up, clean, primed and sealed. That way water won't penetrate. And you can see it's a fairly new construction, but the water is already penetrating this fire escape and is doing some internal damage. You can see the rust on the bolts, and in some cases you can still see you're starting to see the dragon tears and the rust in between the connections. Okay, so also this fire escape will need a railing to run through the inside of the fire escape due to a large gap. As you can see, my foot can go right through it, and in case of fire, or if this fire escape is huge, use regularly. You can see a child or anyone just putting a leg through this gap and getting hurt. We got some things in the fire escape, and that's a violation. Nothing should be on fire escapes. It's just minor. I mean, I can get it out right here, right now. But just a reminder that nothing can be on fire escapes, serving as an obstruction. Over here we have another support with lag screws that are totally coming out of the wall. There's a good indication that water has penetrated the structure and is pushing the screws out. Again, every major connection, you can see the rust already getting in there and causing some damage. That it's not easy to see, but if you get close, you can see that this won't last too long. Same with that. And again, this fire escape doesn't go anywhere. It comes to a roof, which could be, you know, there's no exit out of this roof unless you go back inside the building through a window. That's the only window actually, and or run into even possibly more danger. So this fire escape really needs to be finished. It's an unfinished fire escape. We need to find a way to build a ladder system that will allow us to go to the ground safely. And I believe this will be the best location. Right here, coming down from the staircase, coming down to the staircase, and using this area, possibly with a drop ladder, a folding ladder that will go probably around from the grading. I believe that could be a good 25 feet. Again, we have a footing sitting straight into the rubber. I should have pressure treated wood to protect the roof as well from the rust that the iron plate will generate through years of exposure. So again, we have a fire escape that is totally welded, with the exception of the steps, which they do have nuts and bolts, but already showing a lot of signs of rust. We have dragon tears, rust tears throughout the steps, and you know that this fire escape is heading for some rough times, since none of the connections, none of them, you can see the rust already coming from the inside out, causing some damages already. So none of the connections that were sealed, prime and sealed. So that definitely gonna need some work. Otherwise, this fire escape soon will be all rusted, all rust. Okay, so but the biggest problem in this fire escape is that there is no exit. There's not a mean of egress. I believe that this point right here, right after the first landing there, right there, out to the street and down with a folding ladder or a drop ladder. Okay, so this is Inspector Valise. If you have any questions, please feel free to call us at 1-800-649-3333, 1-800-649-3333.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and as you can see, this is the area that I believe should be the best place for a ladder. Staircase, not a staircase, but a drop ladder or a scissor ladder, folding ladder, whatever you want to call it, and it falls. See, the bottom of that platform clears that lip that is all the way around the building. So it goes in a straight line down this way. And this is a slope, has a slight slope to it. It's like a little hill. Okay, and then we got all this thing over here, which we basically we're talking about being in here, maybe. So we'll be out of the way from all these meters. Okay, so you can see there's not that many options. We do have a window on that side. What about that side? And this could be another option for the ladder. Right here, right on this side. You need to take in consideration that lip is about a foot that you need to clear in order to come here in a straight line. And here is not a bad spot, and also, as I say, the whole thing is on a slope. It is in a hill just like that one. So, two possibilities. You got this one here, and right out of the platform and down. Okay.